Hello and welcome. Got some more Blade and Sorcery in my Halloween-themed avatar. We do dungeon mode. I actually noticed when I was in the like character selection screen, you can make a new character, and then there's like a crystal mode, which I guess is like going to be like the campaign modes. But it's not going to be available until next year, probably at the earliest. When our developers make ATAs, typically, you can expect much later. Things get set back, you know. Anyways, I actually contacted the author of the action camera that I am using for this, and let me switch to it. And now he told me how I can actually make separate ones where they'll go into first person mode. If I aim my hands up like a gun, you can see now we're in first person. And there's also a gesture control system that I'm not exactly sure how it works, but like when my hands go to the sides, it goes back out to third person. These are typically meant for like shooters, but there's no reason that can't be used for Blade and Sorcery, and I think a hybrid mode is good. All right, it looks like our that notification there was to let me know that the lip sync is working correctly, because from my perspective it looked like it was delayed. All right, so I'm going to set the difficulty length down and travel to our little dungeon here. And I can sort of switch on the fly to another camera that just does third person only as well. So I have that option. It's just a little more work than I'd like, but still doable. Just I can't be in combat when I'm doing it. The nice thing about Blade and Sorcery is it actually pauses the action when you try to switch cams, so with live, so I'm actually going to turn the post-processing on, because I'm noticing that the spells are actually looking a little weird. Turn it off. There we go, it's a lot better. The post-processing shouldn't do it, it shouldn't be that heavy in terms of processing, so the physics are probably the heaviest thing, so. Really? My sword just keeps flying out of my friggin' hands. That was probably my sword. He was also using a short sword. Not that it matters, but there's not really any health power-ups that I've noticed so far, so. Gotta kick him through the doorway here. You know what? I'm gonna use him as a body shield. Come over here. Stop flying around. Alright, there we go. Yeah, now try to get me. He's gonna get hit by a guy. Oh, look at that, he's carrying him. Alrighty. Process of adding a spell to your sword is known as imbuing, and obviously a red hot fiery sword cuts a hell of a lot easier. God, this IK is really bad when you climb things. Inverse kinematics is what IK stands for. If you're unaware, it's the process which the game decides how to calculate where your body parts are. If you do not have full body on, obviously it has to kind of guess based on something that doesn't, at all match what you're actually doing for the most part. But they can generally just assume that the player would be standing stationary and draw information from that. But if you're in full body, they actually have that information. But they don't know where your knees, your elbows, your chest, or any other parts besides your head, hands, legs, feet, and your hip is. It's only information they have 6 points. So. I need my sword back. It's a lot harder to pull it out with TK than it is just to pull it out manually. If you watch my last stream, you guys see some really cool things you can do with TK. First you have to do this, but I'll show you next combat if we get a big combat situation. Put some shit down there. I'm sure we have something underneath here. Ooh, potion. Yes, that's what I need. I'm glad that they have these, actually. Now, you'd think you put it in your mouth, but for some reason, you gotta pour it in your head. You know what? Oh, shit. Yeah, it wasn't a good idea to jump at me, was it? Didn't really take out that much health, but... What if I can, like, pocket this? You can! Okay. Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna replace my shield with it. No, we can not. No, you can't put it in the back. Only on your side. Okay. Well, that didn't work out so good.
You shouldn't be.
And you should be stabbed in the chest. Ooh. I think I can get back up there easily. Be nice to have a ranged weapon, although I don't have one, so I'm gonna use magic. I suck at aiming the I hit her. Her hands do not have iron sights. Fortunately, using bows does take up 2 slots, because, well, you have to make room for the arrows, so... Stop it. It's mean. I don't like that. The meanies get stabbed. Here, but I think... Yeah, this unfortunately is going to require me to put away something here. I like the potion. See if I can throw it up there. Well, you know what I can do? Oh, no, it's up there. Think about this, throw it away. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, this isn't working like I thought it would. I thought I could grab onto these little slants here, but you can't. You also can't pull yourself through it. So, how do I do this? Yeah, my hand just doesn't want to wrap through it at all, as a matter of fact. So, do I go lower? See if I can get a hold of that potion up there. I don't think so. See if I can grab onto the side here. No, can't. I'm just gonna go lower and see what I can get. Drop down here as well. You gotta remember our trump card or trump power. It's like an anti-grab thing that I can do. It really makes it so they can't really fight. And we will be using that if things get too hard. Yeah, here's where it's gonna get hard. Only do it once every now and then. Oops. It takes a little bit to start up. There we go. But any enemies who enter this bubble will have no ability to stand on the ground. So. Of course, it doesn't last super long, so... We got like a little battle mage over here. A rapier over here. Oops, wrong spell. Oh shit, just imbued his shield. Well, we know what to do with shields. energy to do that. Alright. Let's hope there's a potion around here. And yeah, what I did with the other one is I put it up in a spot where I thought I could get to, and well, I couldn't. Because I had to climb to even find out. Climbing generally isn't even an option unless you have a rope or something. They used to be able to climb almost, not everything, but almost any rocky surface. It looks like they removed that, probably for this mode to function, so. Now, they seem to park, like, potions kind of any old place, so have to keep an eye out. Looks like this is our path forward. I wonder if the fire actually imbue my sword. Nope. You know, I think I'm on snap turn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It seems like they did reset my settings because that was not like that before. Yeah, it is on smooth turn. Turn 1.5 to do 1.5. Okay. Yeah, they definitely reset the settings. I mean, it's sort of to be expected when, you know, you update a major version, but because sometimes they update the config files and replace and change things around, and rather than trying to recreate the whole thing, it's just easier to reset the player settings. I would like probably put a notice up like, hey, you know, we just updated the game in game, you know, because players don't look at changelogs. Be like, you know, we reset all your settings, so you might want to change those. Would explain a lot of the performance issues I was getting at the start. Also, the live software that I'm using to render this isn't exactly without some performance draw, which is why it typically is older VR games that support it, because if the game is too intensive, it's just not going to work well. Of course, we have our little overlay that I have done for those types of games. I feel like I've been here because I'm not seeing enemies, but I don't remember seeing anything like this. That looks like water to me. Turn back if you want to stay. I guess I've completed the mode here, so otherwise I wouldn't have found this. Let's change the length and move it up a little bit longer. Because that actually worked out quite well. See, I'm so used to I'm so used to playing this in the sandbox where you have access to potions just about every single... I mean, you can even run to a potion. When you don't, you have to be a little careful. There's also cheats in this that are built into the game, so you can activate those. And I imagine you could do that in this mode too. I'm not going to do that though, because when you cheat, you kind of remove the game. And there's not really anything I really don't care for in this game in terms of its mechanics. Survival games, like, there are certain aspects of survival games that I wish were something you could alter. Like, melee weapons destroying themselves earlier than guns. Either you don't let the guns just break. There's gonna be a clear reason to use melee weapons over guns. Saints and Sinners doesn't really do that, which is one of my major complaints about it. The food system sort of makes sense, but that's one of my biggest complaints. Also, head collisions. If I go like this in Blade and Sorcery, oops, hopefully not kill myself while I'm doing it. He's like, I'm out of here. God, I'm already getting hurt. You coming back over there? Oh yeah, you found a weapon, okay. So you're all good to go. Alright, once you wildly swing it at me and I'll hit you in the air. Okay. You do have to be careful with kicking. Because, as you saw, I did get hurt by doing it. See if I can make this jump.
You shouldn't be here.
Did it? I mean, I didn't need to. Where are you? Oh, she can actually live a little bit while she's... Because the old version, well, they would straight up die, what she did, but like straight up stop moving immediately after their... Any part of them was dismembered. Because like, if they don't have legs, a game really doesn't know how to make an avatar or a model. Well, they didn't really, the developers couldn't figure out how to make, you know, a character like hobble around, which would require a lot of extra coding. Or if they didn't have an arm or something like that, like how would the character react? Especially if both their arms had been cut off. They can't really defend themselves at that point. They can kick you, but none of the enemies actually do that. So like, rather than code all that in, it's just easier to have them just give up or die immediately. Once something has been removed. Woo! There we go. Of course, when you're playing with Star Wars lightsabers in this game, which you can do with a mod, that becomes somewhat problematic because lightsabers are really easily dismember. So those long fights you see in the movies just don't actually happen. It could be largely because, well, in the game, how you actually sword fight, like a skilled sword fighter, is very different to how you see it in movies and video games. Like those jumps they do, that's not a smart move if you were actually wielding a sword, because they can just cut you. Yeah, I could suffer some damage, but you know. Must be clear. I must already have this one selected. health now. I better hope there's a potion of fire. I'm not gonna last very long. There's no way I can think of that would actually make that gap, so I'm not gonna try and see if there's any other alternative path.
Eat dirt.
No mercy. You know what? I need that axe. I should probably carry an axe as one of my main weapons. It seems to be very effective at close range. Seems to provide the powers of a stabby weapon with powers of a blunt. I used to carry a spear. Those are fun. Long range, kind of sharp, piercing weapon. Yeah, that's what this is. Kind of a piercing. It's kind of piercing slashy. It's like kind of both, but. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Struck a cardinal rule combat there. I just turned my back to my enemy, but I can pack all these guys up. Do something that'll immobilize them for some time. Fortunately, that needs to be charged up before it can be used. Alright, now if they get anywhere near this little sphere, hemisphere, the problem is the archers are the only ones left here, it looks like. Not going well for me here. I'm gonna try my trump card again. I just need to get close enough. For some reason this, one of my hands isn't working. Oh, that's it. That's it. You're gonna get the kicks now. That's it. I'm just kicking everybody. just for the wear here. I take a single shot from an archer and I'm out. So, see if there's anything I can use nearby. Again, procedurally generated, so it's not like it's going to intelligently spawn potion anywhere, I don't think, because it's really not done that in the past. You're lucky if you find one potion, and frankly I found that in the easiest setting, so I wouldn't expect to find it. But doesn't mean I'm gonna give up hope here. Run into any enemies while I'm looking. Keep trying to use the other run options. Oh, fuck. Look, dude, I don't have much health left. Hey, who's that? Hey, Fenna, how you doing? Trying to find a potion right now. I am near death. I'm doing good besides the fact I'm dying in the game, so. Set up a new camera with the help of the creator of the original action cam that I'm using for this. Hopefully he'll be making a change that's going to make things a little easier, but the workaround is really fine. I don't really need it to change. That would really affect me when making the config files, so I'm going to go first person in this if I can get it to do it without dying here. I kind of have to line my hands up like a gun. It's meant for shooters. You can even enable a top-down view, which would be kind of interesting too. The battle really defensively now. Yeah. Got the wrong spell here. Okay. Now that I'm not under siege. I'm gonna view my, oops. I'm gonna try to view my shield too. There we go. Shield bash this guy now too. Oh! We made contact. It was all it would take to kill me. I'm still game for like another round here, as a matter of fact. Yeah, my guy's on the ground. And by the way, Fenna, if you're still watching, you can actually go to our server, our Discord server, and there's actually a section in there where you can actually add to the chat as well. It's another option for chatting. It's a cool little thing that Restream does. It'd be great if like there was a way I could actually stream everything into Discord in addition. Now this actually doesn't tax my connection at all. It streams once and Restream handles the rest. So there's no bandwidth doing this, which is really nice. Oh shit, she's wearing tough armor here. Hey, oh shit. He updated the physics quite a bit, so your sword will fly to your hands if it hits an object. It's a good thing I have 3 swords. Oh yeah, you're not getting away easy. You just tried to kill me, so... Jesus. Like, right through butter there. She's got a rapier. That's my riding sword. He's got stuck in his chest. And then my other short sword's around here somewhere. Not sure where. It's an axe. There it is. Right, well, I just got through the beginning of the game and I'm already hurting, so not going particularly well. Only way to get better though is to keep playing. I'm just used to using potions like right away. Don't even think about it. Yeah, that's why you don't do that. Yeah, you're jumpy. Yeah, do your jumpy shit. All you gotta do is get closer to the guy with the sword. You have 2 daggers, like... No. Throw the dagger at me. The only problem with the kicks is they are dangerous to do. Again, close range fighting and all that. Yeah, we already came through here because there's a dead body there. I think this is... well, this is where I came down from, actually. There we go, that's where to go. The nice thing about this game is it's entirely physics run, so anything you can do in real life works in the game. Next to Boneworks, it pretty much is one of the best physics engines for VR available at the moment. And there's others that top that list, Half-Life Alyx obviously being one of them, and then Saints and Sinners as well. Of course, these are games that were developed later. This is way before any of them. I really can't say how this was used before I started playing it, but ever since I got a hold of it, it's been great. I mean, like, here's an example of even Boneworks and Sinners has this figured out, but stick my head near a wall, try to push it through it. Nothing pushes my head back, which is not something that Alyx is even doing. I don't get it, but again, I have a full body view. Boneworks has that as well. This one does do full body, although it's a little bit janky about the calibration system, but if you can get it working properly, it's actually pretty good. So. Great. Okay, Okay, so when they come close, because they're almost gonna have to, unless they're archers. I got something I'm gonna do. Good. Oh, crap, she has 2 items blocking, so she's getting imbued here. That's how we deal with shields, by the way. Takes a while to do, so there we go. Now try to fight me when you defy gravity. Yeah. Doesn't really work now, does it? Bye bye. Yeah, go into the air. Oh shit. Now she's on the ground. My chance to kick her repeatedly. I'm not gonna let her complete that spell. We got an archer. He's got heavy armor on, so this is gonna be a battle. Oops. I can only penetrate his chainmail even with the fiery sword. Or the leather armor. Or his face. Which is the only thing exposed. Or his arms. I'm just imbuing my shit here. So lightning spells will stun the enemy, so perfect to imbue with a shield, as a matter of fact. Alright. Archer here. And they don't work so well at close range. His eyes are really interesting. Oh, it looks like even Blade and Sorcery has a little bit of a pulling effect. Not as badly as H3, but so like when I reach my in H3, if I reach my hands this far, you wouldn't see them. There's some kind of culling effect. It probably has to do with the overlays and over rendering. So the game over renders over, you know, the live software. Which we're just putting my avatar in here. Right through the shield. Now with shield users, I find kicks are probably the most effective thing. The problem is, make sure they do not have a sharp weapon, otherwise you're gonna have a bad day. Again, I lunged in, she had a sharp weapon, and I got hurt. Anytime my screen goes red, that's what's happening. And the reason I'm raising my hands like this is actually changed the camera. Doesn't seem to work every single time though. We got an archer. I can hear it. The bow coming back, I think. I'm just not sure where they are. Oh, never mind, he's got a blunt. is a wooden shield, so... Right. I'm not even sure where I came from here, so... Well, that answers that question. Dude. I'm not giving you any mercy since you tried to kill me. Nice if you'd let go of my sword, dude. Two enemies spanning opposite sides of me. For sword fighting, you don't want long movements, you want short ones. Well, actually, that's lightsabers. There's actually a guy sword fighter that analyzed, you know, lightsabers are, if they can cut through anything, how hard you swing shouldn't matter. Well, regular swords it's a little bit different, but you want to stay long distance for a defense. Obviously, you don't want to get close. We got enemies down there. An upper path here, so I want to see where that leads. Probably back to the same spot, but no, nowhere. Okay, it's a dead end. Let's see if I can get it to go in first person here. No. Well, anyways, the point is I'm really low health. See that, all that red? That's what that means. It means, like, pretty much any moment I'm gonna get killed. Okay, we got one move left, and that's doing our gravity thing. Yep. I'm gonna try more on the easier difficulty, and when I can master that without basically getting hit once, I think swap over here. Oops. Yeah, I do know why that is. The camera moves ahead. Okay, well guys, appreciate you watching, and I hope that I can catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.